Hey guys, this is Lisa Tedder with Tedder Bear Stamping, and we are going to be making 3 cards today using Stampin' Up's new products. So we're getting a sneak peek with their new products. So I'm super excited to share with you. Some are just the colors and some are stamp sets. So I just wanted to share that with you. And please stay till the end because I'm going to give you a sneak peek too of the upcoming Stampin' Besties Club card. All right. Let me turn you around. There we go. So, as always, I'm going to show you the card that we're doing right now. Is that going the right way? I want to make sure it is not upside down. And let me move this so that it is looking kind of straight. Well, that would help if this was straight. Okay, there we go. This way. All right. So, how are you guys? It's been a long week for me, but we're going to just jump right in. We're going to use Gorgeous Grape. And can I tell you that I thought this was leaving and I'm so excited that it's not. So they did take away my Mango Melody, but all the new colors are exciting. So I'm not that upset. Maybe they'll bring it back in time. So this is all the information will be on my my blog too. If you sign up for my newsletter, you'll get all the PDFs for this. And I know this doesn't look like Gorgeous Grape on the camera, at least I don't think it does, but it is. All right, so we're gonna have, this is the easiest card. I figured we'd start with this first and then move on to the harder cards. So we're using the stamp set. Hold on, let me grab it. The Two-Tone Flora, which I'm pretty sure is staying. And yes, I did have a great Easter, and I sent out Easter cards. And we're also using the Happy Labels. So this looks really close. So hopefully it's not going to be a problem. All right, so we are going to, first off, because it's probably best to always start off with the sentiment at the top, because then I won't accidentally not leave it enough room. All right, so we're going to put in the sentiment that says life is better with you. And I'm just going to put it up here in the corner and hopefully it's straight. Not bad. It's got a nice sentiment there. I will be using this again. One thing that I am using that I'm super excited about is the new ink pad called Bubble Bath, and it is the most prettiest pink, and we've needed that for a while. So I'm going to go ahead and use that for one of the flowers. Let me bring in this to stamp on because I always stamp off a little bit so it looks more natural. And it's very, you cannot stamp off on this and have it show because it is light, but if you use it as the main card, it's beautiful. Now this flower is very pretty, but there is an inside that goes with it, and I am going to use Fresh Freesia. And this is 2-step stamping, but boy is it fun. And let me see if I can see where this goes, because that over top of it. Oh, look at how pretty that is. Eee. All right. So while I have the bubble bath out and the Fresh Freesia, all these new names, I want to make sure. Let's put one up here. We're just going to do a few. And I'm going to do one more. Well, I'll do it right here. All right, and then there's insides for those too. So let me grab those. So how you can tell if it's inside or outside, whoops, this is it, is that the inside is the one that the stamp's pretty much flat. The one that is the 2-step, you can see it's just got little bits of the flower, not the whole flower. So we're going to go ahead and stamp this on top. And hopefully, well, I didn't quite line that one up right, but it still looks pretty. All right. Then we're going to close up the bubble bath. And we are going to bring in Gorgeous Grape, which I have right here. And we're going to do the medium flower in that. And I am going to stamp this off. This is one that's dark enough to where you can do that. All right. And let's put one up here, right next to that one. All right. Now we're going to come in with the inside. And it's right here. Making sure. Yeah. All right. And this gives full strength. My ink probably could be re-inked, but it still looks pretty. That one wasn't quite lined up, but have you noticed that it doesn't really matter? Oh, I gotta leave that out. Okay, so then we have a cluster of flowers. And what's cool is these also have an inside. So we're just kind of filling in, not a lot. Whoops, I didn't stamp off. That's all right. We'll see what it looks like without me stamping off. All right. Then you come in and it has the 4 here. So you just pay attention with the 3 on the top and line that up. Yes, this definitely needs to be re-inked. And then I just did the 2 here. All right, now we're going to bring in some greenery. Let me close this one. And I'm using Old Olive because Old Olive is one of my favorite greens. And we're going to use the leaf that is big, and we're going to use the one that looks like normal leaves with flowers. So we're going to just ink that up and put it at the base of some of them. Paying attention to where you would think that a stem would be. Whoop. Let's see if I can get that. Do you think I can? Oh, look at that. I love it when that happens. All right. And then let's do some of these. Okay, so as long as I don't go up into my words, I'm good to go. And I think I used, let me put in one more flower, a small one, because this part looks very boring. And I'm going to use, because it's brand new, the bubble bath. The flowers are they are so nice. Let me get my cleaner. I just cleaned it. Where did you put it? Well, I don't want to use it on my new stamp pad. I don't know where I stuck it. I just cleaned it. Ah, I'm scared. Okay. So on the solid is little circles. And if you line up on the second one, there's little circles here too. And if you line those up, that's if you can see them, because sometimes, let's see, let's turn this over. See if I can line that up. It's not quite, oh, look, that was good. All right. Let me add some more green. All right. I think that's good. So now we're going to come in with, because I don't want them looking like they're floating. So I'm just going to put some balmy blue in the back. Hey, Linda. Hi, Cheryl. All right, so we're just going to put some balmy blue. Try not to go too far into the flowers because then that would look silly. We don't want it to look silly. So I'm just kind of trying, this is the nice brand new mini or small emboss, or help me here, blending brush. That's it. And you know, both my cats were sleeping when I started, and now they went out. Isn't that kind of go every time? All right. I should just kick them out. All right. So that is that. Let me close this, and I'm going to lift them out real quick. It shouldn't be but a few seconds. Go. Sorry about that. Okay, so then we're going to put this on to our base. Never fails. But look at how beautiful these colors look. I love it. So what did you guys think of the new pink? Isn't that pretty? Love it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put that on. Now, of course, we need bling because it's me. And we know that I like bling. But first we're going to do my envelope because it was sitting right there. And we're just going to put this here. Yes, they do. They wait until you are busy and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, hello. But I do love them. So, all right. Now, where did I put my bling? Here it is. All right. So I'm using the opaque basic or adhesive back gems. I think it's retiring. I am not positive, but I'm going to use them like they're retiring because I love them. And this way I can use them and make it look very pretty. All right. So I am going to put the grape in the bubble bath because I think they go well together. Doesn't it look pretty? Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I need one more. And that one's pretty big to put one in. So let's put one of the Fresh Freesia ones, right? It doesn't show up as well, but it still is pretty. All right, so let's go ahead and do our inside. And this time I'm going to change it up just a little. I am going to use the same bubble bath for the inside. Can you tell I love this new color? But this time I am going to use Gorgeous Grape for the inside, just to show you the difference, because it really does not matter which colors you use, as long as they go together. Look how pretty that is. Okay, so now I am going to use my markers, and because I'm a demonstrator, I got to order them early. And they're brand new. So let me show you the brand new ones. This one's still an old one, but this way you can see what's the difference. The barrel's a little bit longer, but the lids are shorter. So they're still the same size. So they'll still fit in whatever you carry them around in or put them in. But the great thing is that this nub is a lot sturdier and it's very nice. The fine tip I've heard that, or the brush tip, I've heard that they are stiffer and would last longer. We'll see. All right, so I am going to bring in You Are My Happy Place. And I want to color it in 2 different colors because, well, I can. And I think it looks cool. So I'm going to do you, and then I'm going to skip and go every other. All right, okay. Just because hopefully my camera's not jumping too much. And let's see, which was did I do? Happy, right? Was I think I did it wrong. Oh, well. All right. You are my happy place. And I don't think I did the my. So I'm just going to do the my. I'm going to do them all in the light pink except for the happy. We'll see how that looks. And hopefully it comes out. You are my happy place. Okay. So that's going to go on the inside. So this was my, normally I don't do simple cards, but I really wanted to show how easy the stamp set is. And two-step stamps are like so nice. I love them. Something that I kind of grew up on with stamping. And now it's like, okay, definitely want to use that again. All right. So there is card 1. So you guys will have to decide. I think it does, Hindi. I think it has more. So, but aren't they pretty together? And it just looks so nice. All right. So let me move these, get them out of the way because I don't want to have it all. Let's see. I don't want to clean those. So I'm just going to push them off to the side. All right. So the next card does use new cardstock or new. Well, it does use new cardstock, but it also is one that we've had in the past. And thank God I saved them. And look what I just found. So I'm going to clean these real just quick so that I can dump them in a thing and then they won't be in my way. If you do not have one of these chamois, it is the bomb. Seriously. They come in this really light purple and you just keep using it and it'll turn black like this, but it still cleans. That's what I love about it. All right. I used a lot of stamps on this one. All right. Almost done. One left. All right. Let me put them all in this to put away later. There. Okay. So now the next card uses the stamp set. Now if I can, oh, here it is. Okay. Uses the stamp set called Countryside Corners. And we're going to use Pretty Peacock. And this is the one that I already had. So it's awesome. Thanks, guys, for liking my last card. I really appreciate it. Please like and share if you can, because I'm trying my best to get my channel to grow. All right. So I cut another piece of the Pretty Peacock in the same size as the front, and I ran it through the machine using the 3D folders. There's 3 of them, the basics. I'm not sure if they're available right now, but keep your eye open because they are nice. I love them. All right, so here we go. I have a lot of blocks. People laugh at me because I have a whole bunch of blocks, because when I have classes, you have to have more than enough for every single person or every stamp to be on the blocks. Good thing I'm a demonstrator and can get everything at a discount. Okay, so that's the front. So pretty. Can you see that? Oh, so pretty. All right. Then you are going to stamp the stamp. This is how it comes. I stamped it twice, and you're going to die cut them, or just one you're going to do on the outside. And then the other one, you are only going to do like, well, you do them all except for the outside and the middle. So I just wanted to show you, I use my tape on this, and I don't need this, but when I have a class, I let people take it if they want, because it's there and I'm not using it. All right, so I want to be sure that some of it, I had to layer the tape, so let's get that off. There we go. These are very cool. So this is how it all comes out. So I have it all, and it die cuts every single layer. And then there's one small one that you can die cut to put words on the inside. All right. So let me show you one that I've done that uses copper. And then this, because I didn't have, I started to do it and I don't have the paper yet because of course I didn't make my order go fast on my cardstock because I forgot it. So this one uses, I think this is Azure Afternoon and the one that is copper clay. So of course I use copper on it. All right. So, well, I had it all die cut out. This is going to be how it is today, I think, is that you would be doing this. Nope, that's the wrong one. Sorry. I wanted to do these on top like this. And then this one. Nope, that one's not it. And this one. So, and then you're going to pop it up. All right. Found it. So I'm going to bring this in and we are going to stamp on this smaller piece first. And I have everything in this little bucket. Here are the 3 folders that you can get with the basics. The one that we use today, the one with dots, that is beautiful. I use this with my, hey Gloria, I use this with my ladybug. So make sure you go back and look at the ladybug. And then this one that I've used quite a bit. And it looks more manly. It's kind of a crosshatchy thing. All right. So we have the inks. I'm using Flirty Flamingo and Pretty Peacock. And I have 2 stamps. Okay. So what you're going to do is we're going to stamp, and these come from the Happy Labels. So I'm going to do the just a note on this small piece with Flirty, no, not Flirty, with the Pretty Peacock. No, I am using Flirty because that's in Flirty. Can anybody say like a little bit nutty? All right. Let's see if I can get this straight. Just a note. And then we're just going to put that on with dimensionals. Brand new dimensionals. And we'll work our way out. So I am doing this in my class on the 24th, I think. So if anybody wants to come in person, you are more than welcome. Just let me know so I can cut ahead of time. I'm not positive about the date, but I'm pretty sure Pat can look on her. Pat can look on hers and see if that's the right one because she writes down my schedule for me. Isn't that nice? All right. So then we're going to take this and we're going to use the foam adhesive strips. And you don't have to go entirely around. We're not making a shaker card. So you just need to make sure it's not going to sag. Sorry, Pat. Yes, I used to hunt down. This tells you a little bit about myself. When the new catalogs would come out, I would hunt down my UPS driver way back when. I'm a little bit more patient now. I'm sure some of you would like to argue that point, but I don't hunt him down anymore. I would find any UPS man and tell him who my driver was, and then he'd radio him, and then I'd go meet up where he was, just so I could get the catalogs, because I'm like, this is so important. He did not seem to like that very much, but you know, he hasn't known very many stampers, right? All right, let me just make sure that that's right. All right, so we got that. And if you can tell, well, I am not straight at all. Okay, that looks a little bit better. So this is what it's going to look like. So on the side, April 24th. I knew Pat would know. So if you want to come in person and do these cards, you're more than welcome. And the next card you're going to love. It's not a light up card, so we don't have to take all the time. Anybody that was here last time, it turned out beautiful. So make sure you go check out my light up card. It's not hard. It's just that you have to get it to not be ornery, which is hard. All right. So this goes right here. Let me get it lined up right before I put it down. There. So now when you look at it, look at how 3D it looks. It's so cool. I love this. Oh, I love it when it rains. I'm from Southern California, and every winter we would get rain, and I would love it. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Distress Gold, which is staying. So exciting. And normally you could die cut it and it would be fine. But I am going to see, I've made a mistake earlier. So this is what you do when you make a mistake, you just turn it over and do something else. All right, so what I'm going to do is on two sides, I'm going to just give a little bit of a border on the two sides because I want to have the gold. And then if you cut it ahead of time, it would be much easier. But I'm going to go ahead and just make sure I'm holding my scissors straight and then follow the line that is already there. Yes, you have to go a little bit slow, but it's not too bad because we're only doing the sides. Two are already done for us, except for the corners. All right. So the reason why I'm showing the Besties sneak peek for April, is it May? I was talking and I didn't go straight. Hold on. Is because you can still sign up for it until the 20th. And it is a fun one. We are using a kit for the very first time. And we are making cards that are outside the kit. All right, so see how pretty that looks with the gold? Oh, so gorgeous. All right, so we're going to go ahead, make sure it's opening on the right way, and we're going to put this down. And I'm using a lot of tape because this is bumpy. You could use glue. It would be probably better, but I figured I'd use this. All right, then we have the festive pearl. Oh, no, it is not festive pearls. I'm sorry. Red and green adhesive backed pearls. And I'm going to use the gold ones. Where did I put my tool? It's right here. All right. And I'm just going to put one in each corner to kind of highlight that this is so pretty. These are very pretty pearls. I don't normally use pearls, but they're so nice and small. All right, and then because you need an odd number, I'm like, where can I put it? Where can I put it? Oh, I'll put it inside the O for note. So that is my front. And then for the inside, I have this. Oh, see, I was working earlier and I did not have everything ready. I thought I did, but I didn't. Let me grab it. Well. All right, so I wanted Flirty Flamingo to be my border. That is the word I was looking for. And that is for, well, no, let's see, what's this? Just want to make sure I don't cut it too short. Yes, good thing. All right. 5 1/4 by 4. All right, and then we're going to put the white on it, which of course is too big. This is 3 3/4 by 5. All right. Whoops, sorry. Didn't mean to knock you around. All right, so then we're going to just do a stamp that says, I just want to hug you. And we're going to do that in Pretty Peacock. Since the layer is the Flirty Flamingo. That's the one I was looking at. No other, nothing else on there because there's no other image that I can put on there. So that's going to go on here. And then that's going to go on the inside. So what do you think? You like it? In June, we're using this stamp or this die set and stamps, but we're also using another one brand new. So you definitely want to stick around to see. I'll probably show that next month, a sneak peek. All right, moving on. I'm going to throw these in that bin. All right. So we're going to be using Balmy Blue. Let's see. I want to make sure I get everything out. There's a lot in this box. We are going to be using the On the Ocean stamp set because I really liked it when I saw it in the catalog, but I didn't get it because I had already spent way too much money and I wasn't sure if it was going to stay. So as soon as they said it was going to stay, I bought it so I could get the discount for the bundle. Because once it goes to the new bundle, it's not something that you can get the discount on. So, and I'm using Give It a Whirl. If you don't know what that is, it's a little card that lets you spin it like we used to do. If you were my age, I guess. A lot of fun. All right, so we have the Balmy Blue, and then we are going to use all these dies. And this is a new color, the Pecan Pie. And let me see. See, I get everything out, and then I can't find my packet. Oh, there it is. Found it. Okay. Lots of little pieces. All right. So we got a base of Night of Navy that we're just going to go ahead and stick down. Oh, wow. I did not do that straight. It's off just a little. That's why you need a bone folder to try to straighten it up. All right. So this is going to go on the front. Now, I know other people have done this using Give It a Whirl, and they make it much harder than they need to. I like to make it work without having to worry too much. All right. So you are going to die cut from Give It a Whirl this. And what's cool is that it leaves little imprints. I don't know if you can see. Let me see if I can flip it just a little. Wow, it's jumpy. Wow. All right. Hopefully it's okay. I went ahead and punched a circle. It can be any size as long as it's not any bigger than this, but small is fine. So I'm going to go ahead and hold it up to the light and get it as close to the middle as I can. And then I'm going to take my pad, which I don't have, and I'm just going to poke a hole right where this hole is. Come on. There we go. It does not matter if it's pretty or not on the other side because we're not going to see it. All right. Then you're going to take a brad from the round and square brads. I love that you guys are talking together. Makes me happy. All right. So this is going to go on the back. Find that hole again. Whoop. There we go. Bring out your brad. And you really want to make sure that you do not make it needs to be super loose. So don't even put it down all the way to the card. Let me pull it out just a little. Okay. You don't want to have it go all the way, and then you want to just close it. So it has some give. So you want to make sure that it's going to move. So I'm holding onto the circle, making sure I have plenty of room. All right, so that's good. We're going to go ahead and with dimensionals, and I'm sorry my table is a mess, but hopefully you can follow along. We are going to put one dimensional on each side of the brad. So my PDF will walk you through this. Watching the video helps just because it's so easy to get distracted. I'm going to put that aside for now. I went ahead with the die that, not the die. Yes, it is a die that comes with Give It a Whirl, and you just put it towards the side and you punch it through. Now there is a little indent here. Don't worry about that. A lot of people make the brad go through that. I don't because it's much easier to not do it. All right, so you are going to turn this around and let's make sure that this is there. And line up, there's those little score lines that show you where your sentiment's going to go. Now, I probably should have stamped it first, but I think it's going to be okay because I've done it this way before. No tape on any of this, and you can tell I've used this before and made a mistake, and you want to make sure that your wheel is going to be on the other side so that people will see to move it. All right. So you're just going to make sure that it's in the middle and then just touch it down. And then now your wheel is there. So it does spin. That's what we want. All right. So now let's get to stamping. So I just love the stamp set because I'm a Disney girl, always have been. Moved to California when I was 8 years old and love Disney. So, of course, when they have the Pirate and the Princess parties, we would always go. And I have princess stuff. I just didn't have any pirate stuff. So this is why I wanted to get this and be able to use it for scrapbooking as well as using it for card making. So this is You Are a Treasure, and you might just to be on the safe side. Make sure that this is where it needs to be. Let me make sure. It's very hard to see those little score lines, but they're there. All right, so I'm going to do You Are a Treasure. And then there are little birds that fly. And I am going to stamp off onto my, where? I swear, you guys, we have not moved. Where did you put that? All right. Okay, I just got a note card. So I'm just going to go ahead and stamp that right over top. Doesn't matter. We're going to move it to the next part that can be stamped. Let's go there just to make sure. And this is how you would make sure that anything that you used was able to be fit in this hole. There's other holes that you can use in the Give It a Whirl. So there are bigger ones. I'm going to get the marker for this because I can't trim this any closer, and sometimes you get a halo. Hate those. Whoops. Well, I probably already had it out, so I'm just going to try because I can't find it. It's not where it's supposed to be. I'm going to try very hard to not get it on the sides. All right, so we're going to do Happy Birthday. See how good I did. Oh, good. Then I'm going to do the birds again. Stamp them off. I just love to have it look pretty. All right, then we have the last one. Move this back just to be sure we're putting it in the right spot. Hold on. There we go. All right, and then there is a ship's wheel. So cute. Yes, it is pecan pie. And this one I am not going to put the birds on. All right. All right, so then in this set is a die that cuts waves. Isn't that the coolest? Oh my gosh. This would have sold me had I not already wanted to buy it. So, and then you just cut the wave, the detailed waves, and you're going to, yes, glue that on. And what I'm going to do is use because I'm going to be lazy, silicone craft and some of my glue. Use a sponge, or I don't know what else. See, repurposing this. And then I'm just going to go over it so that it's going to stick where I want it. And it doesn't get everywhere. All right. So now, this is the only problem. This is way bigger than you need because I want to be able to cut it and see which parts I like the most. So that's why I made it bigger than I had to. And you probably would get some glue on your fingers, so it's going to stick to your fingers a little bit. All right. Get off. All right. You lay it on the front here and pick out which parts you like the most. I think I'm going to trim this. Well, let's put it down and then we'll trim it. Just put the tape at the bottom because we're going to tuck in a boat there. And let's just put this on all the way to the bottom. And of course, I didn't quite get all of that. Let's see if that'll work. Ah, look at that. then you're going to just take your snips and cut that off. Wait till you see the stamp for the inside. Oh my gosh, that would have sold me too. All right. So now that we have that on, we're going to go ahead and we're going to stamp the boat. I had that die cut too, can't find it. And I'm going to use the pecan pie. So I was very sad that Soft Suede was leaving, but then I was happy that they brought this in. So I think I'm going to be okay. So that is the boat. Oh, here it is. Then you die cut it. Then let me show you something really cool. Okay, I know I keep saying that, but I was so excited about this stamp set. So I'm going to use an embossing buddy here, and I'm just going to do it at the bottom. And I use it liberally because you can always wipe it off on your jeans later. All right. Then we have this cute skull and crossbones stamp. I'm going to go ahead and use Versamark. And we're going to put it right here on the side of the boat. And then with white embossing powder, we're going to put that in there. This is why you want to use a lot of the embossing buddies so that none of it sticks anywhere else. And then we're going to heat set it. So if anybody watches the Time Bandit, that's or Deadliest Catch, that would fit perfect. So I'm gonna let it dry just a second, and so isn't that cute? See that? All right, so we're gonna come in with my front. We're gonna just put this down, not up here because I want to add something later. And we're going to just tuck that in, whoops, so that the boat is in the ocean. Isn't that cute? I mean, come on, you guys, you got to love this. All right. Then we are going to, for right now, we're going to put it, let me put a lid on my Versamark. We are going to put a dimensional in each corner. You just have to be very careful not to let it inhibit this, but they're small, so it should be fine. All right, just 4, that's all you need. 1 for each corner. This makes it very easy, and we don't have to worry about it. Now, if you've been watching me before, you know that I like dimensionals, but this time I have to be on good behavior and only use 4. Thank you, Gloria. I really appreciate that. All right, so now we are going to line this up like we did before. All right, so see how this just goes. You are a treasure. Happy birthday. Now, it doesn't have to be a kid that gets this. I would love this card. All right, so we have that. Then we die cut some clouds, and they're so cool because they have stitching. I am going to put dimensionals on the back of this. Hey, Vicki. All right. All right. So one thing that you do kind of want to make sure is that on here, let's see if you can see it. Do you see the indent right there. There's an indent from the die. You don't want to see that. So, and we're going to have it go just a little bit above. So if that brad starts sticking out, it won't show. So we're just going to do it like this. Make sure that it can still move. All right. Because that would be bad if I inhibited that. All right. And then we're going to do one more up here behind the ship's sail. I know it looks a little silly being behind it like that, but I think it looks really cute. All right. He's kind of rocking, if you don't notice that. He must be in heavy waters, because you know, I like to make stories. All right. Now this is something new. This is called the 2023 to 2025 in color dots. Now let me tell you something. I don't know whether Stampin' Up people, but look at how gorgeous these are. Oh, they almost look like tiger eyes. But the great part of it is, let me see if I can show you, is that they are somewhat flat. They're not like that. They don't stick up a lot. So I always add extra postage and everything if I put in a lot. I don't know whether I would need to for this. All right. So I'm going to put one there. Let's do. I'm using the blue because it's in the blue. So that's why. And come on. The only thing is that they are a little harder to get up because they're so flat. But I love that. All right. So there we got it. So there's the front. What do you think? Do you like it? Wait till you see what's coming up. All right. I thought I had another piece of Night of Navy. Oh, I do. It's right here. Okay. So I'm going to need a scratch paper. I don't know where I put that. And let me show you the waves. This wave doesn't look like much. I'm thinking it might be distinctive because, oh my gosh, it is so cool. So I'm just going to tear off a piece of that. This is so, oh no, what I'm going to do, I got an idea. I'll stick this underneath. It'll be the back side. You won't even see it. All right. So I'm just going to put this going along the bottom. This is the coolest waves I have ever seen. Hold on. Sorry. I want to bring it over just a little. All right. Look at that. Isn't that cool? It is good for mailing out. And I mail them out all the time, and I always add extra postage just because I don't want it to be sent back. All right. Then let's see. I want to make sure I know what I'm doing. Huh. Okay, so this is a happy birthday one. We're going to go ahead and use the stamp in there for a birthday. And it is called, or is not called, Hoping This Year is Full of Adventure and Excitement. See, this is why I don't think it needs to be just for kids. If I went, you know, world traveling or something, this would be perfect. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put adhesive on here. Dimensional backing. All right. So while Pat's doing the drawing, I'm going to go ahead and show you a sneak peek for next month for the besties. So cool. $40 for 6 cards with like $23 worth of product. So you're barely paying for the class. All right, what do you think? Isn't that cute? There is a die in here that will let you put an arrow on this to tell them to move it, but I think that people are pretty, are smarter than what we give them credit for. All right, so let me show you. Go ahead, Pat, and do the drawing while I show them the card. Now, this is from the kit. Let me show you that. The Timeless Greetings. We got to use some of this at one of the Stampin' Up! Functions, and it was so cool. It's hard to do manly cards, so this was really nice. Now, they're not all manly, but this is my easy card. So to give you an idea, and I show you how to make this background, and it's so pretty. Love this stamp set. Or you get the whole kit with the stamp set, the block, everything. So this is perfect. All right. So I hope you guys like that. If you can sign up before the 20th, you got 1 week. All right. Let me put these out, and then my winners can decide which one they want. Where's my others? Oh, nope. Said, oh, nope. This one. And then the pretty one that is right here. Let's move these up. Sorry, this is a mess. You should see my room. I did clean it a little bit today. There we go. All right. Thank you, Linda. So, you guys will have to let me know. I have 2 of each card. So the 2 winners, well, there might be 3 winners. Hindi, I did get this one online. It was using a totally different flower set, but I thought it was pretty, so I did that. This one I came up with by myself, and this one I came up with by myself. It's just trial and error. I do throw away things. You can ask Pat. There's a lot of times she thinks, oh, that's pretty. And then I've said, nope, it's not good enough. So I do get those ideas. But be sure to go check out my other videos because I have hundreds out there. And they are all, you could just substitute stamp sets if you wanted. So I got a lot. I try to do it every week. All right. So last time Pat said she put it on there and I didn't see it. So hopefully she's not done that again. And she's like, I did it. I did it. Yelling at the computer. Didn't work. So hope everyone's Easter was good. I did send out Easter cards, like I said, and I said Happy Easter Day because that was my last name. It's a lot of fun. All right. So Pat has, okay, Mary, Cheryl, and Lola. So did Mary Tillman come in? I didn't even see her. All right. So just for those that I don't think I have Cheryl's address, and I think I do have Lola's. Unless she's moved. If you've moved, Lola, just let me know. And thank you, Cheryl. All right, so you guys will have to let me know which ones you want, and we will go from there. And just email me at tedderbearstamping@gmail.com. Everything, all my stuff is at Tedder Bear Stamping. So YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. So I'm not hard to find. All right, girls, thank you so much. And I hope that you let me know which ones you want. Just email me. Hey, Mary, I didn't see you come in. All right, I will talk to you guys next week. Thank you.